Today I'm going to make a really easy recipe for you. I guess you can call it a candy. It qualifies as a candy. I'm going to make some Sesame Crunch. And to start with, I'm going to use 1 cup of sesame seeds. Now these are already toasted. They were toasted when I bought them, but I'm going to toast them just a little bit more, get a little bit more color on them, and get them hot as well. So I've got this small skillet. It's about medium to medium high heat. You don't want it too hot, or they'll burn. So you gotta watch it carefully. This will take a few minutes, but keep them moving. Careful, you'll make a mess because they like to fly around everywhere. Well, static electricity, I guess, and they'll go. So don't get too aggressive with them. You can see them sticking to that static electricity there, just hanging on there. There's already a few on the counter that kind of fly around a little bit because they're really light. But just toast them lightly for just a few minutes so they get a nice golden brown color on them. You'll be able to start smelling them as they brown up a little bit. I think that's going to be okay. They're just a little bit darker brown than when I started. They're smelling really fragrant, and I'm going to set them to the side right now. Use a heavy pot, and in that I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can use dark light. This isn't firmly packed, it's just kind of, I'd say, moderately packed. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. And to that, you would add 3 tablespoons of honey. If you want, you can use some molasses instead of honey, or you can use 50-50, or just a little bit of molasses and mostly honey, whichever you like best. Some people don't like molasses, some do, so whatever works best for you. Use this about medium heat, maybe medium low. You don't want it to be getting wild and crazy. You just want to dissolve the sugar into the honey mixture. I'm going to add about a half a tablespoon of molasses to 2.5 tablespoons of honey. You see a little bit what's going on there. Just make sure that sugar is completely dissolved into the honey. And I'm going to add a tiny little pinch of salt. Just a little bit. Once the honey and sugar are combined, we're going to do this pretty quickly and add the sesame seeds, mix them in thoroughly. And then once it's thoroughly mixed together, we're going to pour it out onto some wax paper with a little bit of vegetable spray on it, and then roll it out from there. Mix it really well. Make sure it's got a good, thorough, even coating on all the sesame seeds. Be very careful. It's very, very hot, so be really careful. Give them both a pretty good spray. And it's already starting to cool down and firm up. So, work pretty quickly. I'm working a little slow while I'm talking to you all, but it's going to turn out fine though. And make sure you put the grease side down. And don't forget, it's still pretty hot. If you want, try to shape it. See how I'm kind of shaping it together a little bit there? If you want, you can just pat it out by hand like this and kind of form it into kind of a regular shape so you can cut it into size a little bit better. You can use a rolling pin if you like to roll it out whatever thickness you prefer. Or you can use a spatula. That's looking pretty good. It's about almost a ½ inch thick there, pretty close to that. Let it cool down for a little bit. As you can see, it's not completely set up yet. So this is a good time. It's still warm. This is a good time to go ahead and cut it. You can cut sticks or wafers or chunks or however you want. I'm going to make some medium-sized wafers here, I think, or sticks. And just like that, as you see there, it still needs to cool down, another 20-30 minutes, then it'll be ready to, well, you can eat it now. It's just a little soft still. You can handle it. As a matter of fact. Very good. Get the sesame flavor. A little honey, a little hint of the molasses. There you go. Some homemade Sesame Crunch. It's, as you can see, it's incredibly easy to make. Doesn't take much time at all. Once it's finished, you can pour some chocolate on it. You can dip it in some chocolate. You can do whatever you think you might like. You can put a little chocolate on there, put another one on top, make a Sesame Crunch chocolate sandwich. Whatever you like, because everybody's different. Just remember, keep your grill hot, your beer cold, and your fork handy. And I'll see you again on Cook and Gobble videos.